You know, it's such a funny situation with the Xbox and the PlayStation, the way that things have kind of happened and the way that things have kind of unfolded. Who would have thought after last generation that, Microsoft would go out and buy somebody like Bethesda and have all those studios and things like that? And I've kind of covered that the fact that, developers who traditionally make multi-platform games, obviously they want to continue to do multi-platform games. They want their games to be played by as many people as possible. I mean, that's just the facts. And it's like being a musician. It's so funny to hear. Like, I'm a Metallica fan, right? And you guys probably know who Metallica is, but like, I'm a Metallica fan for the Black Album and after, right? Like, that's when they got their act together and started, putting together some stuff. And that's not to say that I didn't like any songs prior to that, but for me, they became like more of an adult kind of band that's a quality band after, during the Black Album and after. Now, for those that are big Metallica fans, you probably go, well, that's when they sold out. Like, that's what people say. Well, that's when they sold out. Like, well, which would you rather be? Doing angsty, teenager music in the 80s and have hardly anybody know you? Or would you rather be, millionaires, having hundreds of millions of people know you and listening to your music? I mean, you obviously want somebody to listen to your music. You have to grow up at some point. So, again, we're in a situation where these developers are in uncharted territory where, they're not used to having to, only develop for, one console and things like that. So, I think that the fact that you have some of these Bethesda developers, in particular, you have Arcane working on Deathloop, and they're really praising the PS5, and then you have a lot of the Xbox fanboys, a lot of the toxic fanboys out there, kind of, taking shots at the developers, right? And I don't understand it. It's like, listen, after this game, they aren't going to have to make any more PlayStation 5 games, like, let the guys do their job and come out with the version that they're going to, and let that be the end of it, but no, it's like people always got to kind of search for more and kind of look for that reason to kind of be like super toxic. And I know, right? People go, well, you're one to talk about toxic, right? And it's like, listen, people like to call me toxic for various reasons. I've said some stupid things years ago, for sure, but like, it's so funny to me the way that people kind of forget, literally, that I've done my best to try to realistically not have like that level of hate, and I don't hate just for the sake of that. You know what I mean? I ask for better. I want better from these companies, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So it is a little bit disappointing when we see that we don't exactly get better like we've been asking for. It's something that I personally have been asking for a very long time. I want better games, I want more exclusives and things like that, and the fact of the matter is, we aren't getting those exclusives. So but yeah, going back to this developer, I want to dive into that because this is causing some controversy. This is controversial, folks. Get ready. Hold on to your butts. What's going on, everybody? It's me, Crap Gaming, back with another video. Go ahead and slap that like button. I'm just a hillbilly living a hillbilly life, but slap that like button for your good old boy. So the Deathloop developer is saying that the level of ambition not possible if not possible, if not for the PlayStation 5. And he says that the PlayStation 5 is a breath of fresh air. It seems that moving on to next gen is proving to be very beneficial for Deathloop developers, Arcane Studios, as they develop their game for the PlayStation 5, along with revealing new details around their upcoming game. In the latest issue of Play Magazine, Arcane Studios discussed some of the benefits of moving on to the next-gen platform, citing that they believe the level of ambition they have for Deathloop would have not been possible were developed on last-gen hardware. This is what they said. I don't think that we would have been able to preserve the level of ambition of this game were it not for the move to next-gen, according to the game director. He goes on to add that the PlayStation 5 has allowed them to create a world bigger and more denser than the one found in Dishonored 2, and how the console feels like a breath of fresh air from the development side of things, citing having to cut content from previous projects. It's always heartbreaking when you get to the end of a project and you have to optimize things, and now you have to cut your map in half and you have to justify why it's in two parts. Other interesting things about Deathloop can be found in a kind of an interesting summary that they have, and I'm going to link this, of course, so you all fine folks can check it out, peruse it on your own specific time. They have no non-lethal takedowns, Havoc ability, which allows Colt to absorb incoming damage that can be sent back. Ether ability makes you invisible. Shift ability allows you to teleport. Carnage ability allows you to top throw Eternalists around. Nexus abilities allows you to link enemies together. Nexus and Carnage can be paired together. Reprise ability described as a game changer and gives breathing room during loops. Loadouts can be customized with buffs such as double jumping. Hakir Majig is a device that seizes turrets and other things. Each new run you can spend currency known as Residium to buy weapons. Residium is the only currency in the game. The team rewards players for style, playing creatively, or playing cautiously. The character rewards are all randomized, so your hours put into the character will be different for someone else. Multiplayer mode is how you unlock unique cosmetics. Each costume actually expresses one element of personality of Colt or Juliana, or one aspect of the themes on the island. Deathloop is scheduled to release September 14th for the PC and is a timed exclusive on PlayStation 5. So yeah, kind of keep that in mind. You know, we're not actually too long away from it. I actually am looking forward to the game. I think that it's a... You know, it looks very interesting. I know people kind of like want to compare it to a roguelike or whatever, but it's not really that at all. You know, it sort of reminds me of, you guys might remember Alan Wake American Nightmare was sort of this instance where you had to relive the same day or kind of go through a loop or whatever. But yeah, you know, I like that. But again, basically you have developer talking up the PlayStation 5, which is the console that they're working on. And, you know, they say that they like the PlayStation 5. I think that it's you know, I think that it's fantastic, and I love the fact that you know they're not afraid to go out there and mention, hey, this is why, you know, why we're excited for it, you know. And I kept telling people, you know, what gets me most excited about, you know, the next generation games, and what has always gotten me excited about next gen games is the fact that, you know, they have content that wasn't possible on the previous hardware, and that's what I really enjoy about that. You know what I mean? I think that it's really the exciting part, and it's sort of like how Ratchet and Clank is, right? I think that it's really, you know, Ratchet and Clank did a great job of proving why that can't be done on other platforms, and there's no reason to like hate on, you know, the company or whatever for you know, for that, you know. And I think that the fact that people are hating on this developer, and it seems like Xbox fans are the ones doing it, because obviously they're saying that they enjoy working on the PlayStation 5. I mean, what would you like them to say? We've heard from numerous places, numerous times, that the PlayStation 5 is an absolute joy to work on, and that they love working on the PlayStation 5, and it's easiest console, the next generation console, to develop for. So, you know, yeah, I think that it's fantastic. I think that, you know, I really like what we're hearing and what we're seeing. And if you really have a problem with it, like, again, you're not going to have to deal with, you know, with that company working on PlayStation stuff for too long. You know, honestly, you're not, because at the end of the day, this is a Microsoft-owned company, and they're going to do Xbox stuff in the future. I mean, this is like a small bit in the road, you know, and we're going to see, you know, some great things from them on Xbox and things like that. So, you know, chill out, relax, have a Coke and a smile, and you'll be okay at the end of the day. You know, honestly, you will be, I promise. It's one of those things where we keep seeing, you know, people kind of talk up one thing or the other, and you know, we're gonna see exactly what happens in the future, you know. And I'm excited for what's happening with both platforms. You know, I know it doesn't seem like it or whatever, but I promise I am. I'm very excited for both consoles, and I can't wait to see what Microsoft has to offer that really showcases what they can do. And conversely, same thing with you know, with what PlayStation's doing. You know, it's a very exciting time to be a gamer. So let me know what you guys think. Sound off, free, come subscribe, slap that like button. Thanks for watching. Crapgamer out.